By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And good evening, race fans. I want to thank you for tuning in here on a Sunday night. Got an action-packed night in store for you all here. You'll already notice, elephant in the room, the broadcasting godfather, Mr. Chris Legoo. He is actually at the real-life racetrack tonight, top of the pit box, trying to crew chief and hit up a car to victory here tonight at his local track, Thunder Road. So wish him good luck in that endeavor. As trying to work on my audio mix just a little bit, folks. Please at home, let me know if the audio's too loud, too quiet. We will try to work with it. It's been a while since I've been back on the saddle, broadcasting a race, running it from my PC, running it all behind the scenes, and also broadcasting a race. So bear with me tonight. Hiccups are to be expected. I know my PC right now is already running fairly hot, so fingers crossed that we will have a good night of racing in store. As I mentioned, Indianapolis, but there's storylines everywhere you look. First and foremost, let's pull up the points. Chris Carroll comes into tonight's race with a 212-point lead over Dalton Kilroe. That is just insane to even say or fathom. And then now I want you to take your attention and scroll down that list. Look around the 16th place Amanda Sherman. Currently sits with 421 total points. She is the gatekeeper for the playoffs. Now the playoffs are not starting yet, but the playoff talks, they are looming. Why? Because there is only 7 races remaining counting tonight at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. You see, from Chris Berg in 12th all the way to Derek Powerfade Paulson in 20th, they are all right there in the mix. Mark Arthur currently sits only 1 point outside looking in regards to the top 16 playoff bubble push. So that's a storyline to watch. And then, of course, we are now officially into the second round of the BPL head-to-head bracket challenge. Chris Carroll, Mark Arthur, they do battle tonight. Whoever finishes better out of the said matchup, well, they advance on to the third round of the bracket. So Chris Carroll, Mark Arthur, they're going to battle tonight. TNA Motorsports teammates driver Corey Sherman, my race chatter brother, and then the catch-up man, Cody Heinzman, they do battle here tonight. And, of course, on the bottom left half, we have Kilroe going up against Mike Massengill. And then a matchup that was talked about heavily on Race Chatter this afternoon, live here on TSP. Go back and watch it after the race. But a matchup that was talked about a lot is Philip Van Vliet, the Lone Dutchman, taking on Edstrom in the 87. Edstrom started off the season guns a-blazing, winning races, capturing the pole. But as of late, the luck has not been the same. Can the 5th-ranked driver Can he advance, or will Van Fleet upset him into the third round? Then up to the top right, it's probably hands down the closest matchup of the day, I believe. It's going to be Morosco and Chris the Iceberg. RT76 and Dustin Ping do battle. Double aught of Gordon Larson and Larry Bell. And then Jamie Walker, John Perkins. So we'll bring that up a little bit later into the night. But yes, so it's action-packed here tonight. We know we're stage racing here. We know stage points are super valuable. We know the likes of Dylan Banks. Let's pull up our points one more time here. Dylan Banks, he is made it known publicly on Race Chatter and in his race interviews. He is pushing. He's on the grind to try to get into the top 16. As it stands currently, he is in 28th spot with 212 points. Amanda Sherman, 421 points. So it's definitely, it seems impossible, but the math shakes out. If he continues on at the rate he has shown, he can absolutely get into the playoffs. Remember, Dylan Banks, 48, only been with us for 4 races, and out of those 4 races, he's won 2 of them. And he also went back-to-back. Lucas Oil led every lap, qualified on the pole, led all 250 laps en route to his first BPO win. That was a statement victory in and of itself. And then the bank statement victory was none other than New Hampshire last week. So he backed up the statement win with the bank statement. So Dylan Banks, he's the real deal. Can he push and get himself inside the top 16? So storylines are out there just about anywhere you look. We'll pull up the side ticker here. You can see the current speed charts for Happy Hour. Chris Carroll sits top of the board. Dylan Banks, Dustin Ping in the 81. Jamie Walker's in 4th with Austin Edstrom sitting 5th. But one thing I do notice, these times are all right on top of each other. From 14th all the way up to 3rd. I mean, right there on top of each other. So that tells me going to be pack racing a lot tonight. Not what we're used to seeing when I say pack racing. Not like a Talladega pack race or a Daytona pack race. There's going to be individual packs of just clusters of cars here tonight. But with the way the times are shaking out, qualifying is going to be super important. We've got tabs on Dylan Banks trying to make a pass over the 16 machine here of Blount. Not able to fully complete it. Passing will be a chore all night long. It's just, it is what it is. In this NextGen car, the way the dirty air works, the way the car pushes, it does not drive like your typical normal race car. So passing is going to be a chore. Add on top of that, the car being difficult as well. It just makes it that much more difficult. Folks, I will tell you, we have a long one here tonight. Get the chat pulled up. Just so y'all know, this car sucks. Hi, Tanner. I'm sure you're going to do great. Go, Mark. Hi, Miss Lori. Let me turn up my thing just a little bit. I don't want to turn it up too loud. I don't want to start peaking. Thing just a little bit. I don't want to turn it up too loud. There we go. I listened to myself back. Y'all heard it too. So, a little better, I believe there. But yes, storylines everywhere. But also, while we're looking at the chat, Miss Connie, Miss Lori, hi ladies. Hope y'all are doing great. Hope y'all had a good 4th of July. I know Mark was putting in a sink for one of you fine ladies, I believe. Hopefully he knew what he was doing. As I believe Mark's also going to join us for After the Flag. As, oh, we got a little bit of secrets going in the chat. Lori says, yeah, or just finish in front of you-know-who. I wonder. Who is Lori referencing? Do we have beef? Do we have a rivalry steaming? All right, we got about 3.5 minutes left of the happy hour. Let's see if we can dial up a driver. We're using Discord tonight, so we got a few more pickings here we can choose from. I'm going to find Take the Lone Dutchman. Mr. Philip Van Fleet, the Lone Dutchman, you're live in the booth. You got a copy? Mr. Philip Van Fleet, you're live in the booth. You got a copy? Alrighty, Philip's a little gun shy. Must not want to talk to us right now, so let's see who else we can find. It's all right, we'll keep going down the list. Dial up Corey Sherman, get him up inside the booth. Let's get his thoughts. Mr. Corey Sherman, you're live in the booth. You got a copy? Say it ain't so. There's no way another one has walked away. All right. Let's try another one. With it being the very end of practice, people do jump up and go use the bathroom and whatnot. Miss Amanda Sherman, you're live in the booth. You got a copy?
I do. Can you hear me?
Oh, finally. I brought 3 people up. Nobody's been here, but we have you. Amanda, Indy tonight. It's a weird track. I hate the track personally, driving it. It's a weird track. What's your thoughts going into tonight, girlie?
I have never liked this track, but I actually just spent some time with Mr. Cody Heinzman, and he helped me figure out a nice line that I was comfortable with. It gained some speed, a lot of consistency, so I'm not as worried about it. I am worried about getting to pit road under green flag.
Right, yeah. So that's something I'm always worried about is the green flag pit stops here, because this track does seem to kind of single file out, and it seems like you get a long green flag runs typically. Well, Amanda, it's been fun watching you this season. You come into tonight 16th in the points. You're racing against the Mark Arthurs of the world and that such. How important is it for you to make that top 16 playoff this season?
I really want to do it. The last couple of years since I've gotten in the league, I've been right on the bubble and usually lose it, obviously, right at the very end, whether it's missed races or a couple bad races. So I really want to get in it this year. There's a couple of the newer guys that are really good right behind me. So I've got to put it all in. No incident points, staying on the lead lap, just getting to the end of every race so I can get into that championship playoff.
Absolutely, and that's a good way to look at it. Just any point possible that's out there on the table, the A car is going to try to grab it. Well, Amanda, I know you got fans in the stands. I'm a fan up here, and I'll be rooting for you here tonight. Maybe we can talk to you at the end of this.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Yep, thank you. That was the one and only female of the group, but she is just like one of the guys. And man, oh man, it would be awesome if I had the privilege to call her a race win here tonight. I've called her a race where she's finished second. Got really excited because it was a photo finish at Dega. I know she won at Talladega as well a few weeks ago, so you can do it. That's Amanda Sherman, our current gatekeeper in the 8th place spot. Let's see if we can dial up this guy. Just because I know he has some fans in the stands as always. He's going to be hearing me twice here. Mr. Mark Arthur, you're live in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
So we brought you up because I know you always got the fans in the stands. You're always so positive about this car. Indy tonight, I know you like the track, but what about the car? How you feeling?
Man, I got a different attitude tonight. I think this car is terrible.
Okay, car's terrible. How you like the way it feels at Indy?
No, it's all right. Kidding aside, it's all right. But I don't know. It's just we'll see. I think shifting. Some people are going to shift. Some people are not going to shift. I think it's all about tire wear maybe tonight with the right front tire. So we'll see what happens.
Let me ask you this. I know we're going into qualifying right now. Let me ask. It's no secret you're on the playoff bubble, right? You're coming in tonight 17th. You're 1 point out of the playoffs. Does that change? That's not going to change how you race, will it?
No, because I'm not making the playoffs anyway. I have a cruise coming up in August, so I'm going to miss 2 races right there. I think I'm going to miss so not the last race of the regular season, but the 2 before that I'm going to miss. So
right, so coming up in a few weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So, like I said, I've been good in this car this year anyway. So I can race with no worries at least. So, I'm just out here having fun, really.
All right, boss. Well, we'll let you get down there, watch a little bit of qualifying, maybe head out yourself. Good luck tonight, buddy.
All right, Tanner, thanks.
Yes, sir. As qualifying has started, we got none other than TBB, Doc, Taylor the Butcher Benjamin, Mr. Stats, whatever you want to call him, Mr. Top 10 and the number 10. recent graduate. I mean, just a man of many titles. See what TBB can do here. Has been super consistent. Has been really fast all season long. Missed the first 2 races of the regular season, yes, and just started to do nothing but propel up the standings and the weekly power rankings as the 10 car. Let's see what TBB can do here. Qualifying, remember, going to be important here tonight. Want to get every position you possibly can right here. Don't want to leave even a millisecond left out on track. Also want to thank Ohio and Indiana Roofing for being the presenting sponsor for Blazing Pedals. Blackhawk Motorsports, Five Kings Motorsports, MF Racing Designs, The Butt Kicker. All the league sponsors for helping put together and keep the league rolling. We do appreciate it, as Taylor's lap around is going to be fast enough for P6 on the board with a 53.04. As let's see if we can jump on board for Chris Carroll here, as Chris Carroll's first lap around was quick enough for provisional pole. What can lap number 2 do for the number 99? Let's jump on board. Right there at the line, shuts the car off. It's going to be a 52.22 for the number 99 of Chris Carroll. Remember, surprisingly enough, got his first pole award last week. So we have Edstrom finishing up his second lap here. Edstrom comes into tonight with 5 pole awards, so he knows a thing or two about sheer speed out the gates and qualifying. As Edstrom's second lap is going to take him up to P3 with a 52.42, and then he gets knocked down 1 spot by the one machine of Ty Morosco. As here's a fan favorite, Dustin Ping in the number 81. Very patriotic paint scheme, good looking car. See what Ping can do here. Walks it down to the white line. I've seen some people even go as far as going over that white line with their left side tires. It's all about preference, all about feel. What makes you feel the comfortable to go the fastest here? You're right there on that razor's edge. Philip Van Fleet just jumps up to P6 and then number 89. But Ping here looks smooth. Has not bobbled. Fed it right out to the wall on the short chute. Entering turn number 4 here. This is such a momentum-based track. You got to keep the RPMs up. As Ping 52.59, so that's right there, middle of the pack, at the back half of the pack. Actually, that's lap number 1. See what lap number 2 can be for Dustin here. Looks smooth. Long straightaways here. Drafting and the draft, the air, dirty air, clean air, it's all going to be amplified at a track like Indy, a big style oval. But I'm telling you, on these short shoots off of turn 1, entering turn 2 and entering turn 4, it feels almost like a short track, the way you got to slow the car down, but also keep the momentum up. It's very, very, very weird how you got to drive a track like Indy. As looks like power fade Derek Paulson with his first lap being a 52.54. Super happy, excited. See the 6 car backers look better. He's putting the left side tires underneath that white line. Drives it down there almost to the curb. He's digging off turn 2, folks. From the eye test, this looks good. MFRD, I think, has unloaded a good one for the 6 car. The Ford Mustang looks really fast out the gate. Very important corner right here. He does not get it all the way down. He did not go under the white line in 3. See what he elects to do here in 4. Stays up on track side again. Actually steps down a little bit. What can he do here at the line? Derek Paulson's second lap around the circuit. He was P12 on the first one. Second one's going to be, actually a little slower for Power Fade. I'd stand corrected. Jumped up to P6. Live scoring and timing wasn't very live right then. A little bit of delay, but the 6th car jumps up to 6th place with a 52.39. As trouble for Jamie Walker was getting ready to start his qualifying effort. Like he had an issue, so he backed it down. Didn't cross the line, I believe. We'll have to wait and see if it's going to count this lap or what will happen for Jamie Walker. As it looks like Jamie Walker and Dalton Kilrow will be the last two drivers that will elect to qualify, I believe. Mike Massengill, we know the number 20, will usually elect to not qualify. Folks, I'm going to lay out right here, jump on board with Jamie Walker. Let's ride on board for his qualifying effort. I mean, folks, there you see it. Such a long oval. The straightaways, they feel like they are never ending. And the corners, they are so fast. But, man, it feels like you got to slow down so much to make them. Alrighty, folks, I believe it's about that time to get that grid rocking and rolling. It looks like we had somebody knock Chris Carroll off the perch. For the MFRD pole award goes to none other than the 48 of Dylan Banks. He's trying to go back to back to back. He won at Lucas Oil, won at New Hampshire. He's going to try to back that up with a win here at Indy. Chris Carroll starting to his outside in the number 99. Then inside row number 2, it's the Daytona winner. It's the one of Tom Roscoe. And then the catch-up man representing TNA Motorsports here in BPL starting in 4th. 5th place, it's Dustin Ping, the 81. That's my Race Chatter True Sim Productions pick'em. Is the 81 of Dustin Ping. Starting in 6th, it is the 6 of Derek Paulson. MFRD fellow drivers starting in the 7th spot is going to be Austin Edstrom. And then 8th, starting outside row number 4, is going to be the Iceberg, Chris Bird. The Lone Dutchman starting 9th with the Governor, Sam Lawson, starting 10th. Jamie Walker's in 11th. and Brian Dees, the Soul Stealer, in 12th. 13th, we have another TNA Motorsports driver, my Race Chatter co-host, Mr. Corey Sherman, and then Larry Bell in the number 4, starting 14th. 15th, it's TBB with Amanda Sherman starting to his outside in 16th. 17 is Speed Mafia's RT76 Rick Thompson with Gordon Larson in the double lot starting 18th. 19th, John Perkins in the 33 with Trevor Harmon starting to his outside. Dalton Kilrow, 21st. Eric Blount is 22nd. Jason Bauer, 23rd. Hunter the Junker Lagunas is in 24th. 25th is Mark Arthur. And then 26th, it's Blackhawk Motorsports' very own Mike Massingale. As we hear the engines come to life, it's almost time. Let's pull up the stages one more time so we can show you fine folks at home what we're racing to, where we're racing at. So stage 1 is going to end at lap number 19. Stage 2 is going to be lap number 38. And then 96 is the race distance. Let me fix something really quick on my end. 1 second. I do apologize. Cars will be a little quieter there, but they were piercing in my ear. All right, pace car's going to go around the track one time. Then it's going to make the hard left-hand turn down pit road. And then we're green flag racing. Dylan Banks, Chris Carroll, that is your front row. Now, Dylan has to wait for the green flag here. So, when normally he would have the advantage being up front, this first start of the race, he does not. Has to wait on green. And also want to highlight, look at that front row. Look how good those cars look. 2 brand new paint schemes debuting here at Indy. 96 laps around this big oval. Look at the race info really quick. We got a track temp of 90 degrees, so that track's still going to be hot and slick. But an air temp of 73 degrees, and it's mostly cloudy, overcast day. So this track is going to change as the day goes on. It's going to start to get cooler. That means it's going to get a little tighter. How do you manage as the night goes on? Remember, stage 1 ends at lap 19, stage 2 at 38. And today's official race length is 96 laps. Pace cars down. As green flag is out in the air. Look at that graphic Mark made for us there on the side. PSP, we're racing. It's green flag here at Indy. You already got people juking and jiving. Taylor the Butcher Benjamin already trying to make moves back here in the back. They're 3 wide for 15. Taylor had to think better of it. We go back up front. There's just action going to be anywhere you look. Dylan Banks gets through unscathed. Ty Morosco to the inside of Pit Lizard Performance 99 of Chris Carroll. As, oh no, Ty's going to turn him. Chris to the inside, caution on the speedway. Can they keep from damage here? Both guys keep it together. But man, oh man, what a wild turn of events right there. As caution's out, we watched it happen live. Let's go back a little bit. Ooh, Ty bobbles ever so slightly and gets him. And right here, they're both just praying to stay off that inside wall. They got lucky that they did it. Right on board here with Ty. In his point of view, that wheel never turns. Never turns. That's a tough one there. A lot of lost track position there. Let's see if we can dial up Ty Morosco. He wants to chat real quick. Ty, this is Tanner up in the booth. Tanner,
What?
or Ty, this is Tanner up in the
Hello?
booth. Got a copy?
I do.
Yeah, so we was watching it. It looks like a little bit of side draft, and it went awry. Talk to me out your windshield, brother.
Just driving, I don't know. It was, I knew I was close, but I didn't think it would turn him. I thought if we, door each other, it'd just be fine. But I guess I was too far back and it sent him sideways.
It was
kind of,
very awkward looking. Very, very, very
yeah,
awkward.
it felt awkward.
Right. So I called it initially. I was like, oh, Ty turned him. Then I jumped in your cockpit, and your wheel never turned. Like you were going straight. So very, very, very weird looking crash. But luckily for both of y'all, not a lot of damage, right? But going to lose track position.
Yeah, we're gonna go fall to the back here. We'll see what we can do to get back up there. But that was very odd looking. I don't know. I just sometimes don't understand. Sometimes I try to get close to somebody and it turns them.
Right.
It's just, I don't know. It just happens.
I know.
But
So,
we got a long race ahead of us to get out front again. So
exactly. And you've shown good pace all year long. Well, Ty, go get that race win number 2, brother. Good luck to you, buddy.
thank you.
Yes, sir. Driver of the number 1, Ty Morosco. As you heard there, it felt weird to him. And I'll be honest, folks, it looked weird. So, nobody's true fault there. You definitely don't want to see it happen. As we got some takers already going down pit road. Jamie Walker, 88. Went down for a splash of fuel there. Not a bad call. We talked to one. Let's see if we can talk to the other. See if we can dial up the 99 of Chris Carroll. It's one thing I love about Discord. We can do this. Mr. Chris, you're live in the booth. Got a copy?
I got you, Tanner.
So I watched it happen live. I've talked to Ty. It was a very weird deal how that all played out. Talk to me what happened after 99's windshield there.
Well, I knew he was real tight on my door, and to be honest, it felt like netcode. I don't want to say anything over the radio because I can't hear nobody, but I'm not sure if he came up or what happened, but I know my car started to spin, and I tried to hold my line as best I could, but I don't know honestly what happened. I'd have to take a look at it, Tanner.
It was weird, man. So like I said, we caught it live. Looked like a little bit of side draft right from him. He does come up a little bit, but man, oh man. I don't know how y'all just didn't kind of door bang and be good. It was weird how he actually turned your car there. So,
well,
luckily,
I felt it hook and then hook again, and
right.
I tried to correct it the first time it hooked again. So I don't know quite. It felt like netcode, to be honest.
Y'all got blessed when you was going through the grass. I was getting worried, right? Because I didn't want
good drivers saving their cars. Is
right,
what that was.
Right, y'all kept it off the wall. So congratulations for that. I know you got to be PO'd, right? Lost a lot of track position, but how you like the chance for the 99 to battle back up?
We're gonna get back up through here. Car feels pretty good in traffic. I know my way around here, so I'm gonna work my way up slow and try not to be stupid and see if I can be there at the end, man. I'm not mad. I'm focused and go get it.
It's smart. It's eyes forward. Whatever happened then, but we're going forward. So good take on that. Good thought because man, you walked away with no damage. If you have anything, it's little, right? So congratulations to that. And we'll be watching this, buddy.
Thanks, sir.
Yes, sir, buddy.
Appreciate it.
So that's something right there, folks, that we're going to try to do. We're going to try to talk to as many drivers as I can during these cautions. Within reason, right? Didn't really want to talk to them as they were going 2 to green or 1 to green, but had to talk to 2 drivers there. And you hear both drivers kind of don't really understand how that happened. And me being a broadcaster, watched it from the sky. I don't know how it happened. I want to assume that Ty got the EOL. He did. He's in the very back. So race control deemed it on the 1. Dylan Banks, still the man front and center, has a new face out to his outside starting on this restart, though. It's not Chris Carroll. It's not a friendly teammate. It is TNA Motorsports driver, the catch-up man, the 51 of Cody Heinzman. Then we got Dustin Ping starting 3rd, Derek Paulson. It's been a while since he's been here. Super, super excited to have a 6-car back. And, man, he's running good. Already up to P4. As Lori Lyle says, woohoo, what a wreck and way to go, Banks. So, Dylan Banks, he's a newcomer, but already got some fans. I gotta wonder, I'm the broadcaster, right, the instigator of the group. You got 2 fast racehorses up front. When are these 2 going to butt heads? When are they going to fight over real estate that they may think they own, but the other car owns, between the 48 and the 51? 2 fast guys, you race around each other enough, you're eventually going to find each other. So let's see what happens here. Going back green, Going to be taking lap number 5 as green flag back out in the air. Looks like the top. Well, basically everybody gets going good. Jason Bauer out of line a little bit. You saw Dylan Banks, though, made sure he got in front of that outside line, Cody Heinzman, before he barreled off into turn 1. Veteran move for the rookie of Dylan Banks. As looks like the top 3 kind of get it sorted out. The governor back here in P7. Got Brian Dees, the Soul Stealer, in the mix right there with him. As folks, we're trying to find a good camera angle, but I am unfortunately finding out there isn't one. Good little battle going on for the 16th place spot as most of the field's going to single file out. Got John Perkins, Dalton Kilroy, Mark Arthur all right there with Gordon Larson. And Gordon Larson going to get turned by Perkins into Dalton Kilroy. Mark Arthur's right there involved. Another just crazy wreck on the straightaway. Guys trying to side draft and draft is what looked like caused that. Heartbreak for the 33. My God. Let's go back and watch what happened on the wreckage replay. Oh, Gordon may have had a issue getting through the gears is what this looks like. I always try to give y'all an answer on what I truly think happened from a racer's POV. And he did. You see it? Look at his tack. Watch the dashboard here, folks. It's going to go from 4th gear. That goes down to 3rd gear. Watch his dashboard here. He downshifted. And that left, unfortunately, nowhere for Perkins to go. I don't even know if race control even catch that he does that. But double aught downshifts right here in front of John Perkins. Just stops, comes to a stop. Let's see how Mark fared. Car looks good. Wouldn't be a bad idea for the 12 to hit pit road, just check his damage, but car looks good overall, Lori. I know y'all are seeing that. Man, that's a tough one right there. That's another freak deal. Gordon Larson throws it in 3rd gear. Wow. As we have a somewhat busy pit road. Kilroy's going to take her down. Was involved in a wreck. Mark, Hunter Lagoons, Jason Bauer, and of course John Perkins. Poor dude, man. Perkins cannot catch a break. And folks, I got to pull this up to remind myself because Perkins is racing down in the bottom right. Jamie Walker. So Perkins, this could be his bid out of the bracket. And now let's see some other matchups. Kilroy, Massengill. Kilroy was involved, but slight damage. Mark was involved. He's racing Carroll. So about RT76. Was Rick Thompson good? He was, I believe. Yeah, Rick Thompson's up to P12. RT76 is racing Dustin Ping. But now Dustin Ping's up in 3rd. So there's some bracket implications happening from that single wreck right there. We're already under the 2nd caution of the night. Let's start with the Savage Edge. We'll be back momentarily.
up and sit down.
Alrighty, folks, we are back. Cars are back side by side, 2x2 throughout the field. Dylan Banks is currently racing the pace car. It looks like Cody Heinzman's going to be to his outside. Dustin Ping and Derek Paulson, they reside in row number 2. Had 2 very, very quick yellows. We know we have another caution coming at lap number 19 for the end of stage number 1. I talked about it earlier. Dylan Banks, he's pushing to get inside the top 16 playoff bubble. Right now, Amanda Sherman is our 16th place driver. He is the gatekeeper, and she is currently in 13th place. I don't know why the ticker ain't changing either. I just saw that. Y'all give me a moment. We'll fix that. Is that better? Now that it's actually moving, I apologize. It's been like that this whole time. I'm rusty, folks. This is the first broadcast I've done in forever. The ticker should move now for y'all. Do apologize for that. Green flag back out. Oh, I see. It messes up when it's not on top 20. The thing does. Okay, it's alright. Sorry, folks. Dylan Banks gets the launch he needs. Cody Heinzman does as well, but the battle is on hot and heavy for P3. Derek Paulson to the outside of Ping. Can Derek make that outside lane work? Will cautions breed cautions? We sure as hope not. It's a good side-by-side battle going on. Dylan Banks trying to break up the draft. Cody Heinzman falling into tire tracks. Look at Austin Edstrom right there in the 87. MFRD on the hood. Trying to get in where he fits in, as I say. But Derek Paulson wins the battle on the outside lane up to P3 for power fade. This is the driver right here that I'm expecting to really turn it on in this stretch of the season. He started out the season with a bang. And he's had a few down weeks. He's missed a race also. So he needs to get his mojo back. Has 5 pole awards. He's won 2 races this season. And he's making a pass on the 66 of Dustin Ping. Takes over. Or no, 66 of Chris Berg, excuse me. Takes over P6 away. But yeah, Austin Edstrom, he's due for a good night. Speaking of power fade, let's jump on board as he's trying to chase down our top 2. Light wall hit for Paulson right there, the coffee man. You can see he's really going low on the track. Getting no run on our leaders now though. Shifting in the 5th gear, so Paulson's shifting in the 6th car. Battle happening with Sam Lawson and the 87 of Edstrom. We were just talking about Edstrom. Lawson trying to jump to the outside of the 87, not able to do it in 1. Will he make the move here in 2? He's showing the nose under, but just not able to get to the real estate, clear the real estate to get there. As you can see, the draft is just massive. It just completely tows and pulls a car right up to the back bumper. Just witness right there between the So Stiller and the 87 and the 24. Update of the ones that was in the wreck. Perkins still extended stay on pit road. Gordon Larson, fortunately for himself, he is out on track, but he is suffering, but still on the lead lap. We saw Mark Arthur get a piece of it. He told me he had 0 damage, so the 12 car is okay. Looks like the 41 car is pulling strong. They're currently 18th and 19th, respectively. Got Amanda Sherman in the 8 right there in front of them. Back up front, Dylan Banks. He's been the man since he's joined this league. He's led almost, I believe the number was, I'll confirm it here in a moment, but I believe it was 49% of the laps he's been in inside BPL in the races. He's led them. He's led almost 50% of the laps. That is impressive. Of course, it's backed by the 250 led laps at Lucas Oil a few weeks ago. That helps that out a ton. But still, look here, got a battle for the race lead heating up. Cody Heisman to the inside of our race leader. Will Dylan Banks, will he fight it? Oh, they're leaning at each other. Cody, a little bit of a power move. Did not drive it all the way down to the white line. That's going to allow Paulson and Ping the privilege to get right there to the back bumper to 51. But look at the 51 at the time lost. Tried to get underneath the 48. A little bit of contact between them. I'm telling you, what I mentioned earlier is true. When will it happen? They race too hard with each other. A mistake is bound to happen. They both have so much talent. They're both so fast. They know whoever can get out in front of each other, they can set sail here. Clean air matters. That draft, you're seeing Dylan trying to break the draft. That's why he's swerving down. He's trying to not give them any type of advantage with the draft. But even doing that, they're still getting an advantage, a big advantage. That's allowing Cody to drive equivalently right back to his back bumper, basically, at will on the straightaways. And for Dylan, our race leader, he has a clean air, but he's basically punching a hole through the air. I saw a little bit of cars bobbling around. Got a 4-car pack right here. Sam Lawson, the governor, on the outside. 87 of Edstrom to the inside. This is a battle for P6 right now. Remember, stage points at the end of lap number 19. I think Edstrom's going to win this battle, but Sam fighting hard on the outside lane. Edstrom's going to walk it all the way down to that inside wall. But now right here, Edstrom, he's solo dolo, has no help out the back. Sam was getting a shove from RT76 that allowed Sam to stay right there with the 87. Oh! Sam drove it off a cliff, got clear. A power move on the outside by the 24. The governor there. Rick Thompson almost followed suit. Edstrom may have had to check up right there. Got a little tight. Got out RT76, though. He is up 9 positions since the drop of the race. Edstrom battling back. Sam Lawson took the position away. Edstrom said, hold my beer, took it back. Lap number 17, going to be 18 when they cross the stripe this next time by. At stage points for Edstrom, not as valuable. Although they are valuable, he's still in the top 5 in points, so they are valuable. They mean a lot more to Sam. If the governor wants to push his way into the playoffs. Oh no, gets into the back of Edstrom. Is Edstrom going to save it? Edstrom might save it. What a save out of Austin. My goodness. Folks, I know we're under green. We got to go back and watch this. Did Sam get in the back of him? He did. Just a little bit. Ooh, Sam was just able to pick up the throttle way faster than the 87 there. Little love tap. So Austin, I said stage points didn't matter, but he still wanted them. But unfortunately for Sam, that allowed some people to pass him. So now Sam went from 6th to 8th. Trying to hang on to any stage point he can. It's Cody Heisman, the catch-up man. Man, front and center. Remember, stage break at the end of lap number 19. Interesting note there, because Banks needs every point he can have. I'm shocked to see him give up the stage win here. He didn't really do a whole lot of battling with Heinzman. Basically let him go. Banks maybe thinking big picture here, though. But for the final time here in stage number 1, Cody Heinzman picking up a stage win here tonight. Oh, no. Sorry, we're on the wrong side of the track. It's all confusing. I'm telling you, folks, we are rusty. Now we're on the front stretch. So this time by is stage break. Cody Heinzman is going to get him another one. Dylan Banks, P2, Dustin Ping, and Chris Berg, both huge stage point gains for them. I apologize. I had a little 4-year-old gremlin coming here. Had to take care of him really quick. But yes, so the catch-up man, Cody Heinzman, picks up stage 1 winner. And unfortunately, it's no graphic, but that's what it is. Stage 1 race winner, Cody Heinzman. As you know, y'all guys know me. I'm very transparent. My 4-year-old monster wanted to come in here for my Xbox controller because, of course, he broke his. So now he uses mine. There we go. So now he should be uninterrupted now, but he probably will come back and try to talk to me about Minecraft or something. We will see when we get there. But yes, Cody Heinzman is stage 1 winner. Dylan Banks, P2, Dustin Ping, Chris Berg, they're 3rd and 4th. Derek Paulson, 5th. Rick Thompson, 6th. Brian D, Sam Lawson, Corey Sherman, and the Butcher round out the top 10. So now, the $1 million question, do you pit or do you stay out? I think you got to pit for fuel here. You can go about 35 to 40 laps on a fuel tank. I think you got to take fuel here. That's a for certain. Are you going to take tires or not? Had some cautions early, so the tires don't have a whole lot of wear on them, but they have some. As we have our first taker, Brian Dees, the Soul Stealer. He stays out. He hasn't went down pit road yet. Remember, they can go 38 to 40 laps. This next stage ends at lap number 38. Yes, lap number 38. So he can make it on fuel. And of course, Captain saved some fuel. Dalton Kidrow stayed out. But now the one good thing for Dalton is he pit on lap number 7. Let's see if we can dial up our current race leader, the Soul Stealer. Mr. Brian Dees, you're live in the booth. Got a copy?
I got you, Tanner. What's up?
Man, oh man. Looks like a good night for you right now. You were running pretty decent. Had to dodge a little bit of carnage right there, but now using a little bit of strategy out front. What's the game plan for the Soul Stealer?
Just run, pretty much. I don't really think I have the speed. I've kind of been real life drag racing for 3 days, so kind of tired and out of it. So we're just kind of throwing some stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks right now.
A little bit different strategy, but I do like it because you can make it on fuel, or you should be able to, right? Be able to make it on fuel, but it's just a wonder what tires are going to be. Right. That's the biggest question.
Yeah, I don't know what the tires are going to be, but I'm sure we're about to find out.
Hey, it's going to be a show nonetheless. Well, Brian, you got 17 out front. Good luck to you, buddy, and maybe we'll be talking to you when this thing's over with.
Sounds good to me. Appreciate it, Tanner.
Yes, sir. Right on, boss. That was the Soul Stealer, Mr. Brian Dees. And, of course, we got Captain Save Some Fuel. Starting outside road number 1.
Nice.
We'll talk to him real quick. As we caught him saying nice. Dalton Kilroy, you're live in the booth now. You got copy.
Yes, sir.
So starting front row with your teammate, but now the one plus side you got, you pit on lap number 7, right? So you've got a little bit more fuel. What's the strategy and the outlook for the 41 now? Just try to stay out front?
Yeah, as best I can. I mean, these guys all took tires. Mine got a little hurt when I got clipped there when I had to pit. But luckily, the team was able to get all the damage fixed, so car is not completely destroyed. So I should be able to at least do something at some point in this race. But
how much damage did you have, if you don't mind me asking?
I had a little bit under a minute, and it was all repairable, so nothing lingering.
Okay, so that's good.
Yeah, I've messed up my timing of stuff before trying to get my qualifying run in, and was
I was wondering what happened.
being a king on the porcelain throne for a little bit.
All right, Dalton, you go back green. I'm letting you go on that one. Hopefully your stomach feels better, and hopefully we'll be talking to you in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yep, good luck, buddy.
Yep.
Dalton Kiro, driver number 41, starting outside row number 1 with his teammate, the So Stealer, to the inside. Interesting note here. Cody Heinzman, Dylan Banks starting 3rd and 4th. Dylan, he's not been anywhere but the king, basically. He's been number 1 on each start and restart tonight. So this time, it's a little different for him. Can Brian Dees, Dalton Kilroy, I think it's a given. They're probably going to lose a few spots right here, right? But if they can run, say, 5th, 6th, 7th, and maintain that for a while, this is a home run. An absolute home run of a call. Dalton was running about 15th. He did work his way up to the front. He was showing good pace, but he just obviously didn't get to qualify. So he started in the back. But he was making his way up front, but now he's up front. Little bit of a tire disadvantage, but can make the end of this stage. I like the call out of the 41, and I really like the call out of the 17, getting some laps led here. Get another bonus point for him. So I like the call all the way around. But now the true testament and the true test, see if this strategy call works, is how far they fall here. So we're going to find out what the pace difference is as green flag is back out. Side by side for the race lead. Cody Heinzman's trying to get in basically anywhere he can get. Battles on though for the race lead. Dalton Kilroy to the outside where he started, where he stayed. Heinzman stays with the 41 here. Going to give him a shove down the backstretch. Can Kilroy complete the pass? I think he has indeed. Now what does the 17 do here? Does he battle Heinzman or does he try to fall in right here behind the 51? Don't think he's going to have a choice. 51 to the high side with the power. Look at the one car, Morosco, trying to make moves. Now remember, these guys all pit. They're on fresh tires now. Oh no, the 48 of Banks going around. Dylan Banks down on pit road. Going to be a black flag for him. Will race control clear that? What happened to the 48? Just got on the throttle too much at a terrible spot. Missed the wall right there, but heartbreak for the 48. Back up front. Dalton Kilroy still has the race lead. Now, Dylan Banks went on pit road. Not sure what's happening, if he's coming back out or what. He can't afford bad finishes. I know that. Bill's about to go around right now. Look at these two putting on a clinic when it comes to the air. Banks still on pit road. Oh, Ty Morosco, a big moment for the one car. What a save. 66 as well of Iceberg. These cars and guys are starting to feel it. Folks, I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to fix these cameras. Oh, we don't have none. Sweet. as Banks back out on the track. Hey, shout out to Dalton Kilroe staying out front here. The 51 has fresh tires. 20 lap fresher tires for the 51. And remember, Kilroe actually spun a little bit too. Has been sideways, so he hurt the tires there. But the top two have just completely pulled away from third place Dustin Ping. Ping's just on an island. I believe that pack behind him will eventually start to drive him down just because of the draft. We have a battle for the race lead. The catch-up man to the inside. Now, can Dalton Kilroe keep the 51 pinched down? Hurt the exit speed here. As at the line, it's going to be, I believe, advantage Kilroe, but man, it was close to call. Now, Ketchup Man has the preferred line, but look at Kilroe, the 41. Holding the 51 down a little bit. Not giving him the exit, but it actually hurt the 41. But look at that. Dalton sells it off in there, off the short chute out of turn number 2. See the 51 edging forward a little bit, but then Dalton just wrestles it all back away on exit at high line. It's all about momentum. That's allowed Ping to put his name back into the hat. I don't know how much longer Dalton can hold on with the older tires. You're just saying the advantage of the tires and the advantage of the line, I believe it's going to pay off for the catch-up man. And I think he knows that. That's why he's sticking with it. He knows this is a battle that's in his favor right now. But Kilroe, a masterful job here on the outside. Making the 51 use up his tires to pass him. Dalton don't care about his tires. He's pitting soon. When he pits, he's going to change the tires. I love it. Oh, yellow's out on the speedway. And oh no. Gail Sherman and company, look away. It is a 3-car. TNA Motorsports driver Corey Sherman has went around. Now remember, he's battling Cody Heisman in the bracket challenge. Let's go back and see what happened to Corey. Ooh, has the makings of being something ugly right there. Was loose. Back a little ways. Oh, Edstrom just got in there and gave him a little nudge. Wow, dude. Tough break for the 3 to get some nose damage right there. I don't know if, like I said, I wish I'd be transparent up here. I don't know if Edstrom missed a downshift or what, but he came in there really hot. And, I mean, just basically ran the 3 over. Let's see what happens here. Looks like Edstrom's just rolling better into the corner, I guess. And Corey got the raw end of that deal. Let's jump on board with Corey Sherman here. Thought maybe maybe Corey was jammed up right here with a 17, but no, he's not. I venture guess 3 cars not gonna be happy with that one. You know what? We're gonna see if we can have a word with him. Mr. Corey Sherman, you're live in the booth again. You got a copy?
I got you.
So I tried to pull you up earlier, but I think you stepped away. But now I got to talk to you after something like that happens. Talk me through what happened after the 3's windshield.
Well, nothing out of the 3. I just got taken out into the corner by the 87.
It's what it looked like. I was watching, and I tried to maybe see what happened. I don't know what really happened other than he just hit you. So, minimal damage though for the 3, right? On the nose?
I'm checking it right now, heading into the pit.
All right, well, 10-4, we'll let you get in pit road and everything. Well, good luck to you. Just wanted to have a word.
All right, thanks, man.
Everybody. Hate that I caught him in pit road like that. I was not paying attention. But yeah, you heard it right there, raw and real. He said nothing happened after the 3 windshield. He just felt like he got ran over. But now the beauty of all this, let's talk to Edstrom and see what happened. Austin, you're live in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, man, how's it going?
It's going good for me. A little bit of a scuffle for you. So it looks like you just got in hot, maybe rode in better, and got in the back of him. Talk to me what happened after 87.
Yeah, I just saw him I saw him go a little high. I think he was trying to set up for a good run off the corner to make a pass himself, and he left a lot of bottom open, and I didn't think that there was any way that he could get back down to the bottom, and I rolled it in there really good, and he was finishing his corner up, and so we just kind of met down there on the bottom line. Yeah.
Just went boom right there. Well, I hate that because 87 looks fast. I know it's going to put you at the back. Now, with you being in the back, that opens up the opportunity for different pitch strategy. Are you going to try to do something a little different? Get back up front?
If something presents itself, for sure, I think passing is just going to be a little bit too difficult to, work your way from outside the top 20 to, back to the lead. A couple of really fast guys in here, so I think it's going to take a lot of strategy to get me back into it. But I wouldn't count me out just yet. I know that we can do something if we get some very nicely placed cautions.
I know that 87 can do it. Well, good luck to you, buddy. I know it's a hill to climb, but I know for a fact you can do it.
Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir, buddy. Austin Edson right there, driver of the number 87 MFRD Space Machine, I call it. That's a good thing about talking to both drivers in the instant. Because before I talked to Austin, it was just like, man, he ran him over. But then talking to Austin, you're like, well, yeah, it is kind of open, right? And Austin was going to make the corner. He was going to make that corner if he didn't hit Corey. It wasn't like Corey slowed him down enough to where he was able to make the corner. No, he was going to make the corner. He just rode it really good and got into the back Corey. Now, that don't solve the issue for Corey, right? Corey's got some front end damage now, so he's not going to be happy about it. But I hate it for both of them, really. And Corey, the good thing is for both of them is their night continues on. It wasn't a night ender for them. All right, Dalton Kilroe stays top dog. He's going to fire him off up 20 positions for the race lead right now. Cody Heinzman sitting second. Ping Paulson, that's how it's been all night, sitting third and fourth. And now I believe we saw him on pit road earlier, but I'm almost positive Dylan Banks is on the lead lap. And folks, I know the side ticker on the side's kind of going crazy, going a little wonky. It's due to Gordon Larson blinking right there. It's kind of throwing it all for a little bit of a loop, but when they do go back green, hopefully it'll sort itself back out. Let's check the chat, too. We haven't looked at the chat in a while. Blazing Pedals Junior Series coming to you. I agree, Steven. Hi, Chris and Tanner. Well, hi, Chris, wherever you're at. Miss Connie, glad to see you. As always, was wondering actually where you was. As, man, oh man, SDK and iRacing going crazy. All right, field's in the hands of Dalton Kilroe, and I hate this camera angle. Looks like the race leader all night is going to be the theme. Gets a great launch. The battle is always on hot and heavy for second, third, and fourth on back. Heinzman gets clear, so he's comfortably in second now. As, oh no, that's a big one. I heard a lot of cars wrecking, cars flipping. Oh no, the 87 of Edstrom involved. Let's go back and watch and see what happened. It looks like a big one. A real big one. I don't know where it starts, so we'll ride with Edstrom because I saw he was involved. Oh. The 20 of Massengill. And I believe that's a teammate, Eric Blount. Together. Right down in traffic. Nowhere for the rest of these guys to go. More contact for Perkins. Got the car fixed earlier. That's a night ender for 87 here of Edstrom. And for mini cars. Right on board here with Austin. Wow, wow, wow. What a wreck right there. That was a big one. Look at that Edstrom car. All right, folks, we're going to throw it to a commercial break really quick. We'll be back momentarily. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live here at Indy. Got a stage break coming at the end of lap number 38. It's going to be a quick little shootout. Dalton Kilroe looks like he made the big brain choice when he stayed out. Because once he took the lead, he has not had to look back. But now, while we were gone, Cody Heinzman, the ketchup man, he went down pit road. So he's going to stay out at the end of the stage. He's basically foregoing stage points to get the track position. When everybody else pits in 2 laps, he's going to stay out. I look for this to get really, really interesting right here. As it stands, somebody like Amanda Sherman, close to being on the bubble, or she is on the bubble. She's 16th. She needs any points she can get, so she can find a way to get some stage points right here. That'd be huge. She's restarting 12th. Larry Bell, another driver that's right there on the bubble. Larry Bell. He's 13 points above the cutoff. Amanda Sherman is the cutoff. Green flag back out in the air. Kilrow gets a great launch. Looks like Ping had some trouble on the outside. That's going to allow Paulson the opportunity to take over P2. Ty Morosco, unfortunately, was stuck behind Ping on that restart. Power fade with a power move to the inside. Ping holds on the outside lane. Remember, stage break is coming at the end of lap number 38. These points matter, especially for Paulson. He's missed a lot of races. If he wants to try to remain and get himself inside the top 16. Oh no. Like the 88 may have gotten to the wall right there. But Dalton Kilrow stayed out, and what a call. What a move it is for the 41. Back here around 7, TBB. Rick Thompson, Hunter Lagoons. All three of those drivers need all the points they can get. Now, TBB's in the top 16. Rick Thompson, he is not. Hunter the Junker, he is not in the playoffs. So they're both drivers trying to get any points they can. And here comes Amanda Sherman in the 10 or in the 8. She's up to P10. Trying to take P9 away from Hunter Lagoons. The girl knows she needs stage points, and she's going to try to get them. Larry Bell to her outside. Now Larry Bell's in 10th. Amanda's 11th. Amanda needs that spot for a point. Don't know if things going to happen. Jason Bauer. Jason Bauer wrecks on the backstretch. No yellow. Dalton Kilrow coming around for stage number 2 at the line. Then it's going to be Dustin Ping, Derek Paulson, it does look like. Who's going to get that 10th point back there? TBB gets one. Hunter Lagoons gets it. And Larry Bell got the last and final stage point. So he is now 14 points to the good over the cutoff. And shout out to Dalton Kilrow. I never expected him to be able to hold on and stay up front like this. I thought it was a given he was going to fall back to 5th, 6th, 7th within that range. He did not. So now if I'm one of these drivers, you got to think big here. You got to think outside the box. Tires really mean a lot. I mean, the pace difference is there between fresh tires and old tires, but the difference ain't good enough to make a pass. As the field tries to get caught back up. Folks, do me a favor out in viewer land. If you type and you chat with me, do me a favor. You don't have to put your town or nothing, but just put whatever state you're from. Like, say, I'll do it. True Sim Productions, Kentucky. KY. I'm kind of curious as where everybody's from that's watching. So, let me know in the chat where you're watching from for the sake of engagement. It helps out the channel. So we got a VA, Virginia. I always joke with Mark and say he's from West Virginia. Then we have an Arizona, huh? AZ Trev. As pit road has gotten very busy. Looks like TBB, he's going to pull the strategy card out, not go down pit road. Brian Dees is going to do it once again. Cody Heinzman stays out. Chris Berg stays out. Chris Carroll stays out. And Dylan Banks stays out. So, between Banks, Carroll, and Heinzman, they're all trying to get that track position back. And this is how they're going to do it. They know it's too hard to pass. You can't just... We heard Austin Edstrom say it earlier. You can't just go from 20th to 1st. It's not going to happen here tonight. So Heinzman pulled the strategy card, hoping he could be back out front. But instead, he's going to be starting P3, which is not bad. But I know when he pitted, when he did, he was hoping to inherit the race lead after the stage. All right, so the stage talk and all that, it's out the window. We're racing now. Not even to halfway yet. So still a lot of racing left to be had. As Jason Bauer told me, he's from Poop. We know that's not true because he's from CA, and I'm not saying California. He's from Canada. As we actually have a few Canucks racing with us here tonight. Jason Bauer from Canada, I know. Derek Paulson might as well be. So is Corey Sherman. They lives right there close to it. But also Chris Carroll, Larry Bell, both from Canada. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else I can think of just off the top of my head. I cannot. There's a few. Folks, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. As always, missing my broadcasting partner, Chris Legoo. He normally mans all the cameras, does all the grunt work. It's he makes my job really easy when he's here because I don't gotta do nothing but talk. And as you can tell with me, I like to talk, right? So if that's my only job, I feel like I can do that. We are missing Chris Legoo tonight for certain. I call him the godfather of broadcasting because I feel like he was doing it before it became the thing to do. Taught me a ton, man. A ton. I hope he's doing good at the track. I think Thunder Road's where they're at this weekend for a special event holiday edition race. Hope everybody had a good July 4th. Hopefully it was safe. Everybody has all their fingers and limbs. Hopefully you enjoy some good food. I'm sure you're like me most years, not this year, but most years I feel stuffed and I feel usually hurting somewhere. We've had Bottle Rocket Wars or Roman Candle Wars. But this season we actually laid low, got back from Florida and just kind of chilled out here at the house. Didn't really do a whole lot. I hope you all enjoyed good food and good family time. If you would, folks, too, before we go back green, hit that thumbs up button. It helps out the channel a lot. We have some videos with a lot of thumbs up. We have other videos where we didn't ask, so people just forget and they don't do it, right? But if you could, give us a thumbs up. It helps out a ton. And also, hit that subscribe button. Never miss a single lap of the action. We got podcast shows we do on TSP called Race Chatter. And then also started a new show here for after the BPO races. It's called After the Flag. Me and Mark actually tonight are going to be on. So Lori and Connie, I know you're going to love that. And whoever else wants to join us, they're going to be there after the flag. We'll go live about 5-10 minutes after the race has concluded and the broadcast is done. We'll go live on True Sim Production right here, same place, same channel. As green flag back out, TBB inherited the lead. Can he do what his fellow teammate Kilroe did? As we see the 41 in the middle of the pack making moves back there in row number 5. Now remember, Kilroe had a minute worth of damage, but now the good thing on iRacing now, the spotter, if all the damage is fixable, they'll tell you in your ear, yo, the damage is fixable. And Dalton said his spotter crew chief said that. So Dalton's car, although it did have damage, it's back up to 100%. Now can the same be said to the 48? He had a little incident, went a lap down, got his damage fixed, so we know he had some damage. Cody Heinzman gonna have nightmares of MF Racing Designs because he's following another one out the windshield of Cody Heinzman. Just sees MF Racing Designs got to see if he can make a pass. A while ago it was Dalton Kilrow. Now it is Mr. TBB. I love racing around Taylor because he's predictable and he's not going to be overly aggressive. One thing I can say about all the laps I've turned with, heck, the Brian D's and the Taylor the Butcher Benjamins in here, they've always been fair. They're always fair. That's why you race from people like that. It stands out in your mind, and you take care of each other. And that's what Taylor does. Brian does. A lot of people in this league does do it, but you do notice it with certain people more. Look at that though. It's wild to see. If we was in the Xfinity car, which what we raced in this series last season, you wouldn't be seeing us break the draft and stuff like that. Although the draft was still there in the Xfinity series, it's not nearly as drastic here. Every lap, you see that lead car just trying to do whatever they can, break up that air. Don't just give them a straight adrenaline shot of it. Back here with Mr. Mark Arthur, currently running in 17th, up 8 spots. Was involved in a little bit of an incident earlier on, trying to battle back. A little bit of intense racing right there for 16th spot. Gordon Larth thought was blocking it a little bit. And back up front, nothing's changed. Now my question would be, is Cody holding back right here? He's drove right there to the back bumper of the 10 car. But he's proven he can get there. You would think when they cut down like that, you would scrub speed off, but you really don't. In my mind, it has to be slower going down like that versus just staying up in your lane. What do I know? I'm just a race car driver. A washed up one. Folks, let's go down trackside. Let's crank it up. So headset users, please beware. It's going to get loud. Let's crank it up, BPL style. Alrighty, folks, we are back. Needed that little extended break for the old voice box. We're not used to going at it solo dolo for this long. While we were in the Crank It Up, Cody the Ketchup man, excuse me, took the race lead away from TBB. TBB still holds down P2. Chris Berg is in third. Chris Carroll is fourth. And Dylan Banks currently holds the final spot inside the top 5. So still, Brian Dees is in 6th. Captain Save Some Fuel, Dalton Kiddo 7th. Dustin Pings 8th. Derek Power Fade Paulson's in 9th. And Jamie Walker finished P3 the last 2 weeks. He's currently sitting in 10th. The 11th place, it's RT76. 12th is Ty Morosco. Then jumping back to 13th is the Governor, Sam Lawson. And Sam has the Ford Mustang number 27, the Junker, Hunter Lagoons 14th. 15th is Larry Bell. And then 16th is the Barbie Ford Mustang, Mark Arthur. Gordon Larson holds down 17th. Trevor Harmon's in 18th with Philip Van Fleet in 19th. And the fan favorite, Amanda Sherman, last car on the lead lap. She's in P20. As it stands right now, and now this has changed 5 different times this race, but Cody Heinzman looks like he is the car to beat. Dylan Banks, Chris Carroll, they are back here in 5th and 4th. Just not able to make moves up through the field to make the passes. Come aboard, Chris Carroll. We know he has a very unique, aggressive driving style. Watch that steering wheel. Let me move that. See if he's being very aggressive with the wheel. Not really having to work it too much. He's also not shifting. TBB goes high. Now Chris saw the move to pounce here. He knows you got to take the passes when you can get them. Can he make the pass over the 10? Now Dylan Banks wants him to. And Dylan wants to. Yeah, look at Dylan shoving the 99. Trying to get him up to speed. Get around that 10 car. Dylan knows. In order for him to get around the 10, first the 99 does. 99 does and the 48 does. So TBB, he last pit on lap number 22 or 21, excuse me. So he is feeling the effects on the tires. Dylan, Chris, and then Berg and Cody, they all pit on lap number 34. So 13 pressure laps on their tires. But now the $1 million question, can Chris Berg, Chris Carroll, and Dylan Banks, can they drive back down our race leader? We've not seen the race leader get away from the pack at all tonight. The draft has kept second place on back, basically within striking distance. This is the first time tonight we've seen real estate be developed in between the race leader and second place. Jump on board with Chris Berg here in P2. He sees the leader out front, but that leader, he looks to be getting smaller. The current gap is 1.25 exactly. When I said that, we'll monitor that gap on the left side and see if the 66 of Chris Berg can make some hay and start driving down our race leader. That's DBB under fire from Dustin Ping. Taylor, I'm telling you, he's almost too fair at times. He knows he's on older tires. He didn't race them. And this ain't a knock, but Dalton Kilroy earlier, he raced them, but he was able to hold the race lead doing that. DBB's letting these guys by. He knows they have the tire advantage. That's a teammate right there. The So Stealer, Brian Dees passing by. Kilroy passing by. DBB's being really nice here, but as a driver, it's miserable, especially at a track like Indy when it's tough to pass. Everybody you just let by, if you want to finish up to the front, you got to think about passing them once again. We were monitoring the gap, and I was afraid of this. There's a 51. He's just smooth sailing. He don't have nothing but clean air here. So the gap is actually increasing for over top of Chris Berg and company. But now Chris Carroll has drove to the back bumper of the 66, or getting there to the back bumper. Now, if these two start battling, the 66 and the 99, if they start to do battle, can't make the pass clean and efficient, that's going to allow the 51 nothing more, but also more time to develop more of a race lead. It's already up to 1.6. That lead is growing by the second. Literally. Chris Carroll to the inside, jumping down low at the start-finish line. Now he's got to make the pass quick, and Berg knows that. Heads up driving by the iceberg. He knew he needed to just allow Chris Carroll by, and now he's going to try to stay attached with Chris Carroll as, Dylan Banks under fire from Dustin Payne. Dustin Payne pit on lap number 40, whereas Dylan Banks pit on number 36, or 34, excuse me. So 6 lap difference. Is that the difference here? Banks looked dominant out front earlier. So now that Chris Carroll is around Chris Berg for P2, the lead, or the gap, is 1.6 seconds. Let's see if Carroll is able to drive this lead down. As TBB pulling a strategy call here. Will this break the ice? It's a little early for my liking, but he has a strategy call he's playing. I thought they would go more or less try to go in half. Now, Chris Carroll, he's actually, although he's a second and a half back, and the lead's shrinking, by the way. It was 1.6. It's down to 1.5 now, so he got a tenth off of it. Chris is kind of in the driver's seat here if he wants to short pick Cody. But I think he's going to have to do it, basically. He's going to have to short pit the 51 to try to make up some time. But you can't short pit too much, because then they're going to make up time on you on the end of this race. So it's a tough call as we complete lap number 60 of the night. It's just been a fantastic race up to this point. The Governor, Sam Lawson, dipping down pit road. Hunter Lagoon's dipping down pit road. I still think we're a few laps away before pit road starts getting really busy. And I just saw it with Jamie Walker. Went low, got loose out of turn 2. That's something else these guys have to worry about. If you pit, you cannot afford a caution. I think, although this is a big track, you may be able to keep from actually going a lap down. You absolutely can. You spend 49 seconds on pit road. It takes about 52 seconds per lap, so it's actually close by the time you get up to speed and everything. I think you can pit if you're up near the front without going a lap down. Well, we're seeing it right now. Taylor the Butcher Benjamin actually come out in front of our race leader. Duh, Tanner, open your eyes. So TBB fighting to stay on the lead lap. We saw Sam Lawson lose a lap right there. So TBB is the last car scored a lap on the lead lap. Now this is hurting Cody. It's helping him on the straightaways, but it's hurting him in the corners, that dirty air. But that is helping him on the straightaways, giving him a little bit more top end speed. Carroll going all the way down to the curbing in the grass. So he's trying. He's definitely trying to get there. Gaps, it's come down to a 1.38, but it's still, it ain't shrinking fast enough to my liking. I'm telling you, that 10 car is helping the 51 a lot on these straightaways. Whereas Chris don't have that draft really. If he can get the gap to about 1 second, he will have the draft on Heinzman, and he'll be able to reel him in quicker. As Lori in the chat says, come on, Mark. Mark's up to P12 now. Whoa, since I clicked off Chris Carroll coming down pit road. So the short pit has happened. Chris Carroll, Chris Bird, Dylan Banks, all electing to bring it down. Now that's really going to force Cody Hines' hand. He cannot afford to go very many more laps around. What will he do? Will he pit this time as the race leader? Oh, Heinzman into the wall. Mistake out of the 51. That's a mistake you don't see often. Maybe trying to get his pit road stuff set in the black box. If I'm Cody, I'm worried about somebody spinning, coming on or off pit road here to bring out a caution. As Cody knows, though, he can't. He's got to go. Cody Heinzman, race leader, going to surrender the race lead over to Dustin Ping. Dustin Ping's going to give him a lap lead. Cody Heinzman, Derek Paulson, both elect to go down pit road. Now the $1 million question, who won the battle getting off pit road between Berg and Banks and Carroll? Well, it was Chris Carroll. With a 12-second stop. That tells me Chris Carroll may have did a two-tire call right there out of the 99. Now, if you're Dustin Ping, Dalton Kilroy, Jamie Walker, do you stay out hoping for a caution here? I mean, I don't know the strategy right here now. This is, I think you got to pit. There's always the very toughest positions to be at during these races is right now. Do you pit? Do you stay out? It's all a matter of if you think the caution will come out or not. Jamie Walker, 88, is going to take it down track side. He's going for service down pit road. Up down on Mark Arthur as it stands right now, up to P6. So it looks like he's going to stay out a few laps to see if maybe a caution will fly. Amanda Sherman down pit road. I think if I'm Mark, Philip Van Fleet, Gordon Larson, I stay out as long as I can. I stay out as long as I can. I was running what, 12, 13, 14th before this? If I go pit now, I'm still going to run 12, 13, 14th, maybe even worse because I've stayed out longer. So I'm going to run this one out if I'm one of them. See what they like to do. So Dustin Ping, still your race leader. Trevor Harmon, he's up to 9th. He's the last driver to not pit so far. So the top 9 stayed out on track. Dustin Ping goes around again. So does Kilroy, RT76. Brian Dees, Mark Arthur. So it looks like they're staying out as long as they can. The Lone Dutchman, Trevor Harmon, he's 9th. He's going down. So now it's the top 8. They could go roughly almost 40 laps on it. That's why right there. Caution is out. Oh no, Derek Paulson. I saw him as we went by. Paulson was having a fantastic night. Let's see what happened here. That's why you stay out right there. Oh, co-tires bit him. Car was tight, and oh my gosh. He's in VR too. That was violent. Car just pushing tight, hits the wall, and then, my gosh. I know Derek ain't gonna appreciate this right now, but I hope he appreciates it when this is on Race Chatter in the future. But you can't park there. What a wreck right then, bro. What a wreck. That contact right there is fierce. Right up the track in front of the race leaders. Watch it in real time. First hit, shoots him off the wall. So close to getting the governor going by. What a wreck for Power Fade. My goodness. That was violent. But I'm telling you, that's exactly what the ones that stayed out, that's what they wanted. But now this also benefits Chris Carroll and them because they're on the lead lap. These guys are all going to pit. Look like Chris Carroll may inherit the race lead, actually. Chris is going to pit. I don't like that call by Chris. I think he stayed out if he can make it on fuel. But we can't really trust live racing scoring timing right now anyway because it's all jumbled. It's telling me as it is currently, Cody Heinzman is our race leader. Folks, we're going to pay the bills one more time. We'll be back momentarily.
Shut up and sit down.
Alrighty, folks, we are back. 26 laps remain. Cody Heinzman is the man out front. Chris Berg's in P2. Jamie Walker, he's finished third the past 2 weeks. You'll never guess it. He's third once more. And then Dylan Banks, he dominated the first stage. He's back in P5. And Chris Carroll, when he pit, I don't know why he pit there, but he elected to pit. He's back in 15th. That's green flag back out in the air. We're racing once again here at Indy. Cody Hines with a great launch. Look at everybody just zooming in and out of traffic, basically. Getting up to speed, trying to get up through the gears. Oh, a little bit of contact right there around Mark Arthur. and company in about P12. Mark knows you got to get everything you can on these restarts, so he's going to try to maximize it. Thought he was going to look 3 wide on D's. He thought better of it. Chris Carroll behind him trying to make some moves. Maybe Mark can follow the 99 through here. Remember, these two, they're racing in the bracket, so if Mark can stay in front of Carroll, that's huge. Oh, Mark washes up into Ty. Ty gets the outside wall. That's going to allow Chris Carroll to get on by. Dustin Ping going to try to do the same. So Mark had to let off for Ty. Now Mark's in just a hornet's nest. He's got the car a little upset. Want the suit back in. Let the car and maybe driver cool off a little bit. But Chris Carroll's trying to make a charge back to the front. Austin Edstrom said earlier, if you get mired back in the pack, you can't pass. And Chris is looking like he's struggling, trying to go to the front. Jamie Walker takes over P2 away from the Iceberg. Cody Heinzman looking for his 3rd race win in 9 races. This is his 9th start. Jamie Walker looking for his 3rd win of the season. Both drivers doing battle. Jamie Walker, the winningest driver in BPL history, looking to add to that total. Looks like Jamie's trying to make a move. Looking to the inside of the 51. Mountain Dew crew stand up. 88's going to the front. Can he make the passage? Can he clear the 51? 51 gets into the outside wall a little bit, but it sails it off in there deep. Now can the 88 power through here on the low side? 51 gave him plenty of room. Did not crowd him down. As we have a new race leader out front. It's the Mountain Dew 88 of Jamie Walker. I apologize. I was trying to look at the stats really quick. But it's not going to let me. I wanted to see how many race wins Jamie Walker has total. He's looking to add to that total. We got 23 laps to go. He's opened up a 2/10 lead over Cody, the catch-up man, Heinzman. As it's getting interesting. Here we go. Jamie has 31 total race wins. Took me a while to get there, but I found it finally. Looking for a race win number 32 of his career. Jamie, I mean, if anybody's watched this series through all the different seasons, right? This is season number 9. Jamie Walker, he's been here for many, many, many races. He's done 169 starts. He's still yet to win a championship, and to me, that's crazy because he's been the front runner. He's been the title favorite since I've been here. Since I set foot in BPL, the benchmark has been the 88. Is this the season when he can finally put it all together, put the computer issues behind him, put the internet issues behind him? The stuff between the flags, between the green flag and the checker flag, Jamie Walker has that down pat. It's the internet issues. It's the computer issues. That's what has been his Achilles heel. But I know that'd be a fan favorite victory if the 88 was able not only to win here tonight, but to maybe hoist up his first championship from the series. But right now, looking good. 21 laps to go. 20 at the line. I want to give a huge shout out to Chris Berg here tonight. That's 66. He snuck into the top 5 of the power rankings a few weeks back, and I'll be honest, he's proven exactly why here tonight. He started P8. He's up 5 spots. So the 66 is looking really strong. I got to say the same about Dalton Kilroe. Dalton, he's up 16 spots since he hit the grid. Remember, did not get to qualify. He said he was being a king on the throne. I'll let y'all decide what he meant by that. But he's been a king here tonight in passes. He is currently our biggest mover of the night with a total of 16 passes. Second on that list is the Barbie car. Mark up 15 spots. He's just now cracked into the top 10. It's no secret. Me and Mark were real good buddies, right? And it's no secret I want to see him do good, especially in this car. I want to see him basically defeat this car and show him that, and prove that he is who he was in the Xfinity Series like that. And I think each and every week this 12 car is getting faster and getting more consistent. Mark has 3, I believe it said 3 top 10s on the year. Yes, he has 3 top 10s of the year and 1 top 5 of the season. And that was earlier, very early in the season. That was at Talladega. He finished 5th. So to say that's unlike Mark would be a huge understatement. Say 1 top 5 through the first 14 races. But I truly think Barbie Mobile is putting it together. And guys, the eye test don't lie. Jamie Watkins actually extended the lead a little bit. 0.4, so 4/10 of a second gap lead over the catch-up man. And with it being as tough as it is to pass here, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a mountain of a task. Let's check back in with Chris Carroll, 99. Trying to make some headway here. Got Dustin Ping, my race chatter pick. I'm trying to think who all got picked. If I get a point with Dustin Ping being in 8th or not. TBB got up front, led some laps. He's currently running 17th. Larry Bell scored a lap down currently. He resides in the 19th place spot. A few of these bubble drivers here. Where did she go? Amanda Sherman. Oh, duh, right there. Amanda Sherman. She's in 18th, so we know Mark is 1 point shy of being in the playoffs. And with Amanda finishing 18th or running 18th and Mark running 10th right now, that's good news for him. But now Amanda is still on the lead lap, so she can gain spots. Or basically, no, she can't really lose a spot, but she can gain spots. She's the last car on the lead lap. Sorry, I apologize. I hit my mic. I heard it. How do these last 16 laps, how do they shake out here? The gap is staying right at about 4/10 from our race leader to second place. So I've started watching Chris Bird. He's starting to feel a little bit of pressure from Dylan Banks and Dalton Kilroe now. Rick Thompson, shout out to RT76. We know he has aspirations to come in and mess the playoffs up. That's what he said, except that's not, he didn't say it that PC. Rick comes into the night, he's 19th. He's got 385 points, so he's got a little bit of a gap to make up. Let's see, we have a graphic for that. Rick Thompson currently 36 points below the cutoff line coming into tonight. After tonight, only 6 races left. Also, cannot speak about the playoffs without thinking and talking about Dylan Banks. He's trying to do what basically looks impossible. Mathematically, it can happen, but the task looks really tough. As Lori says, well, we're hoping for a win. I know it. I feel you. I'd like to see him. There's a few people in here I can say I gotta just be unbiased about and just tell the truth. And Mark's one, Amanda Sherman's one, and Sam Lawson's another one. I'd like to see one of those three just break out and win tonight. And I wouldn't hold back or anything. I mean, it would be cool to see one of them win. Mark deserves it because he stuck it out in this car. He hates his car. He's miserable in this car. Currently sitting P10 though. Got Chris Carroll, Dustin Ping right there in front of him. Head back up front. Jamie Walker's extended the lead out even further. It's up to 6/10 now. I don't think I have the power rankings graphic handy here, but I do know this week in my power rankings, Jamie Walker came into tonight 4th. If he can do what it looks like he's about to do here, we may have a new driver within the top 3. As it stands right now, Chris Carroll, Cody Heinzman, and Dylan Banks, those are the top 3 on the power rankings. Jamie Walker, he's 4th, and Austin Edstrom's 5th. Edstrom's had a terrible night for him. He's going to leave out of Indy with a 24th place finish. So we know he's going to fall down the power rankings. Dalton Kilroe 6th, Taylor the Butcher Benjamin 7th, Ty Morosco's 8th, John Perkins and Brian Dees, that's 9th and 10th on the power rankings. So it's going to be a lot of shakeup, I believe. Folks, I want to thank y'all for hanging with me, hanging through it. I know the quality of broadcast is not nearly the same when Chris is here. He's just got a gift. He can do it, right? He's really good at it. But I do appreciate you hanging out with me. I'm just a good old boy from Kentucky, and I enjoy calling these races. I have fun. I do them because it's fun. So I hope y'all have had fun with me here tonight as the laps are winding down. Race leader Jamie Walker, 88. Going to take a Chevy Camaro across the line, across the land of bricks once more. Going to be 11 laps to go here for the 88. I said today during race chatter, and I meant it. I said Jamie would be faster tonight. I knew he would be faster tonight. I didn't know if he would be fast enough to get up here and win the race like this and battle for the race win. I'll be honest, I was thinking probably top 5 for the 88. He has come down. This is like what Chris Legou said last week for Dylan Banks. This is a statement win here if he can pull this off. Just needs it to stay green. The gap is up to 8/10 now. He's almost a second ahead. I see Jason Bauer went off the track. He's on pit road. So Bauer, he escaped. So that's not going to be a yellow. That's what Walker wants. He don't want no yellow. And look at the gap they have. P2 and P1 just totally checked. Whoa, big moment for Chris Berg there as we jump on board with our 3rd place driver. As it may look calm, cool, collected for the 1st and 2nd place driver, it's anything but for 66. Saw a big moment out of the 66 getting loose there. We hear him shifting down the backstretch. Can Chris Bird hold on to this top 3 finish? He's a driver that has come and gone on the power rankings. He's been as far up as P3, I believe. When he's on, he's really on. Can he hold P3 right now over Dalton Kilroe? Dalton's trying to apply the pressure on the back of the 66. Going to try to force a mistake out of Berg. Looks to the inside. Berg's going to give him room. Wash up the track a little bit. That's going to allow Dalton just enough room to power off here down the short stretch into turn 2. Advantage to the 66, but 66 is loose. As advantage still goes to Berg. Because my God, these cameras suck, iRacing. Give us some cameras. As Kilro going to make the pass. I think Berg sees that big pack behind him of about 6-7 cars. He knows the longer him and Dalton Kilro do battle for P3, the quicker Dylan Banks, who's in P5, is going to drive them down and potentially passing as well. Here's Connie. There's Lori. He's up in 9th. He is now, well, no, Dalton's now still the biggest mover with 18 spots, but Mark's gained 16 spots. He's charging forward. He's figuring it out. 8 laps to go here. Can he close the gap between him and Dustin Ping in the 81? Go back up front. You see Jamie Walker trying to break that draft. It's been a trend all night long. 8 laps to go. Going to be 7 at the line. This is the most nerve-wracking part of these BPL races if you're out front. Now, Jamie's won a lot, right? We mentioned it earlier. He's won over 30 races. I know my first race I won. The only race I probably ever will win. You feel that hard, it beats a little bit harder. And the closer you get to that white flag and that checker flag, it beats harder and harder. You feel everything, too. Every movement in the wheel, you feel it. And Walker's going to start feeling the pressure from Heinzman. We saw Heinzman, a little slip up, got into the outside wall, but he's digging. Heinzman has not been attacking like this all night. That was a different type of lap for Cody right then through 1 and 2. He's definitely turning the intensity up here. We see all night, lap after lap, just how hard it is to pass. Once you're the leader, they got to basically take it away from you. The only passes we've really seen for the lead tonight is when somebody basically surrendered it. With only 6 laps to go now, that 88 is not going to surrender nothing. The 51's going to have to take it. We got still a great battle going on back here. Mark Arthur's up to P7, working on the back bumper of the 48 of Banks. Banks, since he's been not out front, he's looked completely different. When Banks was out front, he looked to be the fastest car. He looked like to be the car. But ever since, a battle for the race lead, and it's not even a battle anymore. We look away, come back. What a fail on my part. Cody Heinzman, front and center. Let's pull that pass up. We got to. I'm sorry. This was the pass for the lead here. Oh, Walker got loose. Big mistake. Big bobble out of the 88. Allowed 51 to get alongside of him. And that's all she wrote. So now can Walker battle back? So he got the tires upset. Got him a little hot. It's going to take 2 or so laps to cool them back down. So what Heinzman needs to do right now, he just needs to push. And we saw Heinzman, another mistake. Got the outside wall once again in the 51, it looks like. 5 laps to go. Dalton Kilro leads the group from P3 on back. Rick Thompson just made a pass over Chris Berg, so Thompson's now in the top 5. Mark and Dustin, doing battle. Chris Carroll right there trying to get the 12 to have some momentum. Him and Ping doing battle right there. Look at Brian Dees. He saw the chance. Chris Carroll lost a little momentum behind them. Dustin Ping playing an arrow game here. Got to be careful. You're playing a dangerous game. It wasn't really a block, but that's what I'm going to say. Throwing blocks like that. You're playing a dangerous game, but it worked. That's what you got to do in this car. The air, it's so important. Back up front, Cody Heinzman leads the charge. Going to be 3 laps to go when he crosses the stripe. Catch up, man. He's watched. So this is how the timeline went. He came in, he was the new guy. When he came in, he hit the ground running. He started winning races. And then Dylan Banks showed up. Dylan Banks, he was a new guy. He started winning races. Since Dylan Banks showed up, Cody Heinzman has not looked like the dominant car. Now he is. It's a statement win for Cody here. This is what he needed. It's exactly what he needed. As Cody's looking for race win number 3. This is his 9th race. And 3 race wins possibly on the table if he can seal the deal here. He's already made it inside the top 16 in the playoff points. He is currently tied for 13th in a 3 driver battle, tied for 13th. That's how close the points are. Jamie Walker, though, looky here. We were looking at the points. Look back. Jamie's applying a little bit of pressure to the 51. Let's jump on board with Walker. Walker's normally one of the smoothest drivers you see. See how he's doing. He had a run there, but you just see not a whole lot of real estate, not a whole lot of room to work with. We're going to try to get underneath the 51. He's got a run. You see, he's developing a run. He's getting there. He's having to work at throttle. He's having to lift to stay off the 51 right there. Guys, this is kind of getting hot and heavy. 88's there. 2 laps to go. Going to be white flag this time by. Like 51, he's a quicker on entry, but that's allowing the 88 to get the drive off the corner. And then that draft is playing such a huge factor in allowing the 88 to get back to the back bumper. But you see, he's not following the 51. He's not playing the cat and mouse game. He's staying up on the track a little bit. He's getting some clean air this time. White flag in the air. Final lap here at Indy. Cody Heinzman's the man front and center out front. Jamie Walker's trying to run him down. Dalton Kilrow, P3. Rick Thompson, 4th. Chris Berg, 5th. Will they be the same when the checkered flag flies? And remember, folks, about 5-10 minutes, as soon as this stream is over, we're going live with After the Flag. White flag is in the air. Checkered flag next time by. As Cody Heinzman just needs to get out of this corner smooth, and it should be smooth sailing for the 51 one more time. Turn number 4. Walker's going to make an effort at it, though. He drops it in turn 4 deep. Just not enough time, not enough pace, speed. It's going to be the 51 of Cody Heinzman picking up his 3rd race win of the season. In 9 races, he's won 3 of them. Cody, the ketchup man, Heinzman, Jamie Walker, another podium finish. He went back-to-back finishes in 3rd from Lucas Oil to New Hampshire. And now he's finished 2nd after leading some laps. So Walker, he is figuring the car out, ladies and gentlemen. And then Dalton Kilroy, Bright Home P3. Rick Thompson, 4th. Chris Berg, 5th. Dylan Banks fought back to a P6. Interesting to hear what he has to say on After the Flag. Justin Ping brought the car home 7th. Chris Carroll, 8th. Brian Dees, 9th. And Mark Arthur got him another top 10 finish here tonight with a 10th place finish. Alrighty, folks, let's see if Cody Hines is going to burn it down for us. We're going to kind of blow through the interviews pretty quick, and then we're going to jump right into After the Flag in about 5 to 10 minutes. So just bear with us when we get out of here. Going to be joined by Mark Arthur. I got to put a shirt on, as y'all know, and get ready to be on camera. I was going to say be camera pretty, but I don't know if that's possible. But yes, sir, your race winner for the 3rd time this season. Give it up for Mr. Cody Heinzman. Another TNA banner for the 51. This kid, this dude, he's the real deal, although he had blue hair. He dyed his hair blue. This winning moment brought to you by Blackhawk Motorsports. I want to thank them for being a sponsor here for the series. I want to thank Ohio and Indiana Roofing Company for being the title sponsor. Without them, none of this would be possible. All right, without any further ado, let's see if we can get some drivers up in here, and we'll blow through these as quick as we can to get to After the Flag. Mr. Dalton Kilroy, you're live in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
So you was on the throne, you missed qualifying, so that started you way behind the 8 ball. Little strategy call got you up front, and then once you made that call to go up front, it was like you was never really on a different strategy, even though you was. Talk me through your night. You had some real speed out here.
Yeah, I was definitely surprised when I stayed out there at the end of stage 1 to have been able to
You led the whole
stay
time.
up there.
You led.
I'm completely shocked, especially because I know Cody on 20 lap fresher tires was, closing in and had the speed. I'm sure if he cleared me, it would have seemed like I was on the other strategy.
Right.
No, making that call for track position ended up being the right thing to do.
It paid off. It paid off big time for you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then just towards the end there, some hard fights trying to get up through the pack to maybe see if I could get a chance at the top 2, but I think I burned my stuff up too much trying to get to them and just ran out of tire.
Ran out of tire there at the end. Well, that sucks, but it don't suck either, too, right? Because I highlight it on the power rankings, right? I hype it up and talk about how you went winless this season, Will. I mean, damn it, you're still finishing 3rd. You're still getting good finishes. That win's coming, I know, for the 41. Who we got to thank tonight, Dalton, for the car?
Well, I got to thank MFRD, obviously, the whole squad. I know a couple cautions happened tonight because of some of us, so apologies for that stuff. Thank you for doing the broadcast for us, obviously. I know with Chris doing the real-life crew chiefing. I don't know how he's doing, but hopefully he's doing pretty well. Got to thank Blackhawk Motorsports, Butt Kicker, everybody else at Blazing Pedals for putting the league on, and for everybody at home for tuning in.
Right on, boss. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for the shout-out, and congratulations on the 3rd place finish.
Thank you.
Stick around for after the flag.
Oh, you know it.
Yes, sir. Dalton Kilroe, driver of the number 41 MFRD machine, brought the car home 3rd. Let's talk to our 2nd place driver. As I'm shocked you said it, because he was a real deal. Once he got out front, the Mountain Dew car was no joke. Jamie Walker, you're live in the booth. Got a copy? Jamie Walker, you're live in the booth. You got a copy? Jamie, this is Tanner. Got a copy? Alrighty, folks. Jamie may have stepped away for just a moment. So I guess that just leaves one person left. So let's get him up in here real quick. Let me do my due diligence and get this pulled up for him. We're going to make it special, right? This is your 3rd race win for this fella right here, the catch-up man. He's came in and, I'll be honest, he swept the series off his feet really, really quick, right out the gate. And like I mentioned, then Dylan joined. Dylan did the same thing. And so now Cody has won another one, picked up the 3rd one, while Dylan finished 6th. So now the battle for the Rookie of the Year heats up. Cody, you're live in the booth. Got a copy?
I got you, Tanner.
Race winner here tonight for the catch-up man. Blue hair, don't care, really fast. Talk me through your night.
Well, coming into the race, I was really, really hoping for a good run. I really like this track, as you know, and I really liked New Hampshire last week, but I went in there and the track was not very kind to me. I was able to get a 2nd place out of it, but going to a track you like and then it just clicking and just feeling right is just a great feeling. And that battle with Jamie at the end, going into that last run, I didn't know what kind of speed Jamie had, and I was not ready for the speed that he did have. So with 10 to go, I was about a second behind at that point. Nothing was happening. I said, screw it. I haven't been shifting all race. I'm going to start shifting. And lo and behold, that was the difference maker. I think I was able to get up there and give him a run.
That was actually, I'm glad you touched on that, because I actually forgot. Going through, jumping on people's cockpits, right? I'm a driver, so I look for stuff that y'all are doing out there. I may see it different. I was confused. There was a lot of people not really shifting. So when did you say you figured out the shifting was quicker?
Yeah, so I wasn't shifting most of the race, not on qualifying or anything. I was just running straight in 5th. And what it was doing for me for most of the race, and you guys probably saw it on the broadcast, was on the short end of the run, the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 laps of it, I could not, if someone got beside me, I was going to have a hard time holding them off. You kind of saw it with Jamie, you saw it with Dalton earlier. Right. And it wasn't until the back end of the run, having not been shifting, I still had more right rear tire under me, so I could actually kind of do a little bit. And I don't know if Jamie was shifting at all through the race, but in that last run, what I had been doing did not work. So once it got to about a second and I saw there was 10 laps left and it was kind of hopeless at that point, I was like, you know what, I got to try something crazy. Started shifting, and it really helped the car rotate through the center off, and then it was just, I was killing the right rear. I was starting to get sideways. I saw he was too. It was just keep the tire under me, try to go a little bit faster than he is, and then once I cleared him, I figured that I could hold him off, because the passing on the old tires is just so
brutal.
difficult, especially at such an aero-sensitive track. And I don't know how it would have gone if he didn't slip up and off of 4, whatever lap that was, and allow me to kind of poke a nose in there and even get clear on the straight. But man, that was a crazy battle. I can't wait to watch that back.
It was awesome. It was a treat all night long. Well, Cody, I hope you join us for After the Flag. Who we got to thank for the number 51 here tonight, brother?
Well, first and foremost, as always, shout out to the wife who's always watching and cheering me on. The grandparents as well, who always watch this the next morning after, because it's too late for them to stay up and all that good stuff. Shout out to you, Tanner, for running this solo tonight. I know it probably wasn't very easy, and hope you took some breaks and got some water for you. Shout out to everyone who makes the league go around. 3 wins already is crazy. It's a lot of fun to race here, and looking forward to more.
Absolutely. So the Rookie of the Year battle. They're not rookies, but they're rookies in the series. It just got hotter. Dylan Banks, Cody Heinzman going toe-to-toe. Congratulations here tonight, Cody, on another race win.
Thanks, Tanner.
Yes, sir, buddy. Alrighty, folks. That is going to just about do it for us here tonight. We got to shift gears, and we got to get right over into After the Flag. So, folks, we're going to run through the order real quick while you see Cody doing that fantastic burnout. Cody Heinzman brought home the race win, of course. It's off the screen. Second place, Jamie Walker. Dalton Kilroy is third. Rick Thompson, fourth. Chris Berg, fifth. Dylan Banks fought back, brought the car home sixth. Dustin Ping, seventh. Chris Carroll, eighth. Ryan Dees, ninth. And like we mentioned, Mark Arthur brought the car home 10th. Folks, I want to thank y'all for hanging with me. It was solo tonight. It was tough. I'm sure I bored y'all out. My voice is probably annoying, but I want to ask you something. Come join me for After the Flag. We'll be live in about 5 to 10 minutes as soon as we close up shop here. It's been myself, Tanner Marr, up in the True Sim Productions booth. And I guess until next time, hopefully with Chris here with me, we'll see ya.